everybody on the internet. My name is Miz Diamond Wigfall, and we are here for a Spooky-Ooky edition of Yas Talk, produced by Peabody TV. We love Peabody TV. Claps for Peabody TV. And our producer, Randall. Hi, Randall. We love you.
Through the looking glass.
Yeah, through the looking glass. And our special guest is none other than my amazing drag daughter, Maxine Harrison.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, my God.
I'm so happy to be finally on the pod.
I know. I'm happy that it was drag daughter after drag daughter.
I know, that was cute.
It
I
was
liked how
really,
that worked
really
out.
cute.
Yeah.
You look beautiful today.
Likewise.
Don't we look so beautiful
Serving
today?
our winning witch looks from the gauntlet last cycle.
Yes. Well, I feel like, it's Halloween season.
Yeah.
This is our season.
Kicking
This
it
is
off.
literally, this is going to come out in the middle of October, but this is like the beginning right now. So we have already had a really crazy week.
I'm still feeling fresh. I'm still feeling okay.
Yeah, good.
Check in with me when this comes out.
Is your heart still having palpitations?
I know. Like, I just, somewhere under all of this, I have a heart.
I know.
I don't know where it is. I check for it here. I'm feeling a little bit better after this week. It's been a little...
This week was hard.
It's been a kickoff, but we're fine.
Yeah. It's September now. It's not October. It's September.
It truly is.
And, like, downtown Salem is so goddamn crazy.
Just gets busier, like, earlier every year.
Yeah.
So it's...
Well, because then people want to avoid it, but then they all have the same idea, so they're all avoiding it at the same time. So it's just like
There's
so
just
many
no
people.
avoiding it. Yeah.
There's just no avoiding it, honey. There's just no avoiding it. That's gonna be the whole podcast? Okay, we can't do that much. No,
Sorry, Peabody TV.
Sorry to Peabody TV. Children watch this. They're like, Mommy,
I know.
what are they doing with their boobs? All right, so here at Yas Talk, we have like 2 points of conversation that I like to have. I like to talk about your drag journey,
Sure.
which is so fun, and then I'll talk about like your queer journey,
Sure.
and then like whatever, we'll talk about Salem in October.
Yeah.
So first off, how long have you been doing drag for?
Oh, this year I've been doing drag for 13 years, which is crazy. I started in 2011, and if I'm doing the math correctly, which I'm not smart, but I am pretty, 13 years.
13, yeah, whatever.
13 years.
I'm
Yeah.
not good at math.
Yeah, 12 or 13 years.
That sounds like 27 years.
It kind of feels like it, though. The first time I went out in drag was for a Scissor Sisters concert. Miss Michael,
cool.
Miss Michael and I went out for their concert. They were touring.
I have a kiki.
Yeah, let's have a kiki. Exactly. That's kind of what like jump started my like drag career, was that like album and that song. Like,
how gay of you.
Too gay, but so much fun. By the end of the concert, I ended up taking my heels off. I left them in the corner of the House of Blues, and at the end of the show, I went and grabbed them, and luckily they were still there.
Yeah.
They probably shouldn't have been. They were awful.
Yeah.
Payless.
Just leave them there. I bought heels at Payless one time.
There was literally nowhere else to buy like any sort of heel when we started.
For big feet.
Big feet? Yeah. Well, you know what they say.
Yeah. Big socks. What were you thinking? Stop hitting your titties.
I kind of can't.
I know.
I love them.
I know. I love them too. These are our new titties. Say hello. I've named mine Maxine and Pearl.
I love that.
What have you named
I
yours?
haven't yet. My last pair were Velma and Daphne. This pair, they have yet to be blessed and graced yet.
So you've been doing drag for 13 years. Yeah. What was the first performance you had?
My first official performance was at the Black Box Theater in downtown Peabody.
Oh, like down the street.
Yeah. Like I'm born and raised in Peabody, so like this is my hometown, baby girl.
Oh my God,
they love me here. This is my home court.
And here you are on the pod.
I can't believe
Peabody
it.
TV.
That's why it's like kind of so full circle, because like when I first started, like Peabody TV was like not, I think, as like big and illustrious as it is now, and like this is cool to be sitting in like a studio, like doing a podcast with them.
I mean, I feel like there's been a huge uptake. Like Randall's been killing it.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's sick.
Everything
it's
Randall's
we are
been.
so
Randall,
lucky.
Yeah, we are so lucky. Like, I feel like they've just done so much to amplify queer voices and like the local community.
Yeah,
and,
local,
like,
I love it.
Yeah, we love you, Randall. Like, I know that you probably are cringing. So
listening. They're blushing back there.
Yeah, they're literally like, please stop. Talking.
But yeah, Miss Michael and I were really lucky. When we were in high school, our best friend's family let us perform in their backyard. So for their I know it sounds so
not
funny.
like backyard wrestling, but backyard
drag. Yeah, and it sounds so funny, but like they would literally like put out plywood for us in their backyard, like on the grass, and
it's more than some venues do.
You're so right. Like we had lighting, we had sounds, like it was so cool.
Shut up.
We would do like firework displays like in the backyard and literally do like drag shows.
Baby,
it was cool. the whole South Peabody lights up. It was so cool though. Like we were really lucky.
So you started drag with Michael a lot.
With Michael, yeah. We kind of started like in my bedroom. We got one of those like really long like full length mirrors, and we propped it up horizontally on my bed, and we would do like makeup on my mattress. Like it was so makeshift at the time.
So when you and Michael, did you do a lot of duo? You do a lot of duo numbers, and you guys had like your own.
Yeah. Like I mean, when we started, we were like totally like doing it as the Blonde Brunettes pretty specifically, and at the time, like there weren't really like any drag duos, so we kind of thought like we were doing something a little different, which like I guess we were. Like maybe back at that time, it was a little.
I feel like there were drag duos, but maybe not
so much like here.
Yeah, not right.
Like
not really here.
when we first started doing it, like as far as I remember, there was like not really anybody else around here doing much.
Yeah, I mean there wasn't like
art.
a big drag scene in this
burlesque
area.
For sure. There was a lot of burlesque, but drag was like very far and few in between.
So you did shows, you did bingos, right? At the Black Box.
Yeah, and those were pretty infrequent. Those were like every 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
Between like 2017 and 18.
Okay.
Michael and I did our first Salem pageant. That was hosted by Gigi Gill. We did that in 2000 and I want to say 18.
Oh my God.
It was in Opus Underground. And honestly, like it was one of the first like.
Rest in peace.
I know.
Opus.
I love that space.
I actually really miss.
But
Opus.
I miss Opus too. But I love.
I like Hollow Ground a lot.
Like so much. It is so special.
It's a vibe.
It's special. And every time I'm down there, like it just reminds me of like being in that pageant because that was like literally my like
drag
big
debut.
start. Yeah. Like we'd been doing bingos and stuff, but I did like 3 specific numbers. We did a Q&A. It was like kind of intense.
Black Box Theater. Tell me, you started doing a pageant there with Gigi.
We did the pageant at Opus Underground.
Okay.
Yeah. The Black Box.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Black Box, we strictly did like bingos and stuff, which was cool.
So what was after that? You started doing like digital drag, pandemic drag. Like what's your trend? Like what is your time between those and then like kind of the start of the Salem part?
Sure. So I was in the first ever Serve Network show on Twitch.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was the 420 show. And it was like right when lockdown was kind of starting, like no one kind of knew what was going on. So drag took over online and we were doing like Twitch and stuff, and Violencia ! Hosted the Serve Network online and kind of pioneered like a whole what's the word I'm looking for? Like online universe of like drag.
I mean?
Like people were coming from like all over the world to perform like on that network. Like it was really cool.
Yeah.
So there were like 40, maybe there were like 30 performers that night. There were a lot. I remember being really late, like later on in the show. And I set up like a cardboard poster board outside, and I did my performance outside because like, it was just kind of from the neck up, the waist up. So
what'd you perform?
I did Miley Cyrus, "Do It." I know, but don't you kind of just like?
But for
that
420
album?
show,
yeah, it was
for
perfect.
420
it was
show.
perfect.
It was nice to listen to that album with you. That was.
I know that was beautiful.
We've been
that
doing
ride was
so
beautiful.
much drag.
We've been traveling.
It's been
cool.
We're on the road, honey.
Touring.
So you did the Serve Network, and then how did we meet?
Didn't I reach out to you about a wig? I'm pretty sure I reached out to you about like question about like styling a wig.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or what? I feel like what I remember is I was looking for people to do the brunch, and you might have reached out and been like, I want to do the brunch.
Maybe I'm thinking about Kane, because Kane. It's funny because Kane and I, when I went to Salem State, Kane and I were in the same theater class,
acting class,
and I hated my time at that school so much.
Yeah.
I just think like I was going through a lot at the time. I had just finished North Shore for 2 years, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And right after I got out of high school, I was like, all I want to do is professionally be on the stage. So after I had finished up at North Shore, I went to Salem State, and I was with all these like younger kids, and I just wasn't vibing with them. Like I wasn't getting along with anyone. I just didn't feel like it was my place. So I didn't end up continuing on with my journey at Salem State.
Did you graduate?
I didn't, no.
Wow.
No.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but then I waited a couple years and finished cosmetology school and got my cosmetology license.
Yeah.
So.
And look how beautiful you are now.
You're so right.
Yeah, I feel like you started doing the dine-in, and like we immediately pretty much hit it
Yeah,
off. Me,
yeah.
you, and Michael.
Oh.
We were like, oh my god,
Like our stars aligned.
yeah, we did, and
It was beautiful.
I'm like so grateful for the journey with you because it is very difficult to do drag, and it's difficult to run a business and do drag and have people that are professional actually show up, and like you are down for everything
anything
and everything, and you work so hard.
Thank
like
you.
a lot of people don't understand, and like I'll give a little teaser. We are filming something that you'll have to wait for a while to see. But
Ding.
a lot of people don't understand how much effort goes from point A to point B. Like
It's a lot.
before us just showing up, like we had to bring our sound system. We have to make all of those like numbers. We have to book up.
Literally get and look like this.
Yeah,
like,
but we also have to do the business part. You have to be flyering downtown.
marketing,
you have to you have to be having conversations with businesses. We have to be going back and forth with different managers from different places.
Yeah.
Like it is constant. Like we are constantly raising money for our special guests. We are filming TikToks and reels for these businesses that are our sponsors. Like it is non-stop work that we are doing, and like I'm so grateful that I have someone like you and Buster too. Like you guys are like incredible business people and incredible people to work with and create this community with, because like our shows are so important. Like our back and forth rapport that we have is so special. And fire, like people love
it. They love it.
They love it.
We just have like a common goal. Like we want to give people a good time and leave people like with a smile on their face.
Yeah, and like inspire people and make them feel good about themselves. And like I've never I talked about this, and I'm shady on my story. For sure.
I know.
It's funny because I'll put it on my close friends first, and then literally everybody's like, "Fucking post it, post it, bitch." So I do, but
which like couldn't be me because I get too nervous.
Yeah, no, but you do. You are like, girl, you gotta post this.
I know.
And like, it's one of those things where I feel like what's getting lost on a lot of like the newer drag people is like the one, like just because you can work hard, it doesn't mean that you're good at drag.
Sure.
And also it's like there's the capitalist part that they see, this like over commercialized like followers, stickers,
T-shirts.
I
mean, a lot of that just has to do with how big Drag Race has made drag.
But like
and
the
how
kissing
live stream.
ass part too.
Yeah.
Like there's a part that isn't like the genuine want and need to uplift people.
Yeah. It's the
self-serving.
I need this for me.
Yes.
Yeah. I need to continue to feel good. So I need to do this so people tell me I look good.
Yes. And it's like
good.
you don't need
Sure.
If you were actually good.
Sure. You wouldn't
seek so much validation. You would just actually be good and help people. Like drag is to help people. Drag is to uplift people. And like you are like so incredible at that. I always put Maxine, I'm like talking to the camera now. I always put Maxine towards the beginning of the show, because she always just makes everyone smile and makes them feel happy and uplifted, like right away.
Thank you.
And like, you know, that way they get into it, everyone feels comfortable, and then if someone's gonna do some weird dramatic shit afterwards, they're on our side. They're already on their side.
Funny.
Like Maxine is just a foolproof wiener, you know, and I'm very proud of you too. You're okay. We can talk about the drag gauntlet.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So how was competing in the drag gauntlet?
Gauntlet was intense. Gauntlet was a little bit more intense than I like thought it was going to be.
It's a pageant, baby.
There's a lot of like behind the scenes that a lot of people just like don't see or know when you're like sitting upstairs. You know what I mean? So like there's a lot of like dressing room shenanigans that you know are. It could change up like the show at any given moment, and there
like
were
orders.
Like I don't know. There were like some specific nights that I had thought that I was going maybe later on in the show, and when I had gotten there, I was going at the beginning of the show. And for me, like I like to be prepared. If I know my order and I knew I was going second, I would have been there an hour early to be ready to be second. But instead, I was there an hour early to be ready to be eighth. You know what I mean? So like it was just, I guess, little things like that, I guess, which happen at every show.
But that's professional.
You
know, like you're a professional.
I rolled with the punches.
Yeah.
And, I mean, those were some of my best performances. So
yeah, I mean, it's not a real show unless something goes horribly wrong.
Totally.
You know, like there's always some drama.
There were so many different things that went wrong during Gauntlet, but there were so many amazing things that went correct.
What was your favorite night?
My favorite night was when we won wearing
The
these
duo
outfits.
show?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
That was
It
so
amazing.
fun.
That
I
was
mean,
like too much fun.
It was a great number.
Yeah.
It was a great concept. We have to do that again.
I had honestly like
we haven't done that one in a
we
while.
should. We
For
should.
October. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I
What's
know.
wrong with us?
Let's brush it off. Let's do it now. Move the tables.
Okay, let's do it. Get the dry ice. Let's get the dry ice.
Yeah, no, those like two, the first challenge and the second challenge, those two specifically for me were like,
Because you won both
I
of
won
them
both
too.
of them. Yeah, like not to mention, but I was just
No, you're on a podcast.
Yeah, you're right. No, I
Mention.
did win both of them. The first one was a challenge to glow up our promo look.
And
So
I
I wore that like psychedelic, like looking like one piece with the gloves.
And you had the lights in your mouth
I
too.
did the lights in my mouth, but I also constructed these like wings that lit up. And when I turned around on the stage, they like lit up the room because the room was
Cool.
like dark. So
Dark,
it was
yeah.
really sick. And then this one, I had to make over you, and we won that one too.
Oh my god.
Thank God. I'm a makeup artist, so I'm a makeup artist first, singer second, dancer first and a half.
Yeah. Having Maxine Harrison do my makeup was one of the toughest experiences of my drag career.
Was it?
No, it's because I had to give up control.
Sure,
and
yeah,
I don't like giving up control.
No, I think I did pretty good.
Yeah, I looked
I
like
did
you.
pretty good. Yeah.
And
that was the challenge. It was
that
perfect.
was the challenge.
We looked great.
We looked identical.
We looked amazing.
Like
That was my favorite night. I love that night.
it was like when you buy it like from the store, and then when you get it on Shein.
Yeah.
Like
when it shows
I
up
was
from
a little
Wish.
rough.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I was just a little bit of a rougher version of you. Like
we were sisters. We
yeah,
were totally sisters.
No, like cousins.
Sure.
Cousins twice removed.
Totally my
But like
favorite night,
I
though.
looked just like you.
No,
it was great.
I loved
it
it.
was great.
It was
I'm
my
very
favorite
proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
so winning Gauntlet, what has it been like to be a winner and have your own show at like an iconic venue like Jacques Cabaret?
Getting to perform at Jacques monthly is like a dream come true. I've been obviously doing drag for a long time, and seeing drag in Boston has always been a dream to be able to perform in Boston, especially like only being like doing it at like Black Box and like little venues like that. So winning Gauntlet, I have my own monthly show at Jacques Cabaret. I'm there every fourth Thursday for the early show with me, Maxine Harrison. And we've had different guests every month, different themes every
I love
month.
that you do all these great themes.
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's
so
really
fun.
fun.
It's so fun.
You did like a Tumblr theme.
Yeah,
we
it
did
was cute.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo was so
we did a
fun.
summer show.
I had one. It was musically inclined. Everyone came and sang and played instruments.
Musically inclined.
It was cute.
Meaning people playing live instruments.
Yes.
That was great.
It was great. It was cute. Yeah,
was
it's
so
been
cool.
it's been so much fun. So we have a couple more shows throughout the rest of the year because Gauntlet just started cycle 10.
Blah.
Cycle 9 was like a all-star-ish competition where like they had previous competitors come back and verse Candy Dish, the producer of the Gauntlet. They had everyone kind of like compete her in like a whole
I heard
round.
about this.
It was very interesting.
Yeah, let's move on.
I had a really good time. All the winners came back and did the last challenge for that cycle.
Yeah.
I won my lip sync against Candy, so I think I did really good. And now we're on cycle 10, and whoever wins cycle 10 will get their show at Jacques, and I will fade away into dust.
You and then you die. No, but the thing is with you, they didn't offer the show as a prize. They just saw how great you were and were like, you deserve a show.
That was special.
And that is special.
It wasn't advertised. It wasn't part of the prize package that you would get your own show.
No, they just knew they needed to give you that.
Yeah,
and you deserve it.
That's like beyond my wildest dreams.
Yeah,
so.
you deserve it.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
So we've talked about your drag journey. I feel like we've gotten pretty much to, we start with Miss Michael, or Sister Sisters, Miss Michael, Peabody, Black Box.
I did a lot of like, when I first started, like, I had a very openly gay theater teacher when I was in high school.
I know you've talked about them before.
I love Mr. Carey, Richard. I love you so much. Every queer student needs a Mr. Carey. Seriously. I love my theater teacher from high school so much.
So let's take it all the way back.
Sure.
When did you find out that, or when did you start noticing that you were queer? Like, when did you start noticing that you were a little...
You should probably ask my parents that. My mom always says that she knew when I was 8.
Let me see.
Yeah, I know. And you can put a picture, like post edit. Like I'll send one over. When I was 8, I used to put Shania Twain's "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" like music video VCR in the like cassette player, and I used to in the VCR.
Yeah.
And I used to put on my mom's heels in her bathing suit, and I would dance around the living room.
Hot.
So I was
Fierce.
a faggot since the beginning. And my parents knew it, which was, even more beautiful when I came out.
Yeah.
Because
When did you come out?
I was a sophomore in high school. I had gone up to New Hampshire to hang out with my friend Allie, who lived across the street from me at the time. And I wanted to dye my hair blue. We were going to like dye each other's hair. She was going to do pink. I was going to do blue.
Ooh.
And at the time I was like texting my parents to make sure it was okay. So they were like, you probably shouldn't because people are going to make fun of you. And I was like, now's the time. So it was like, people don't make fun of me because I'm gay. People aren't going to make fun of me because my hair is blue. And they were like, let's talk about this when you get home. And they were like the most, loving and caring.
Yeah,
about
like
it. And
your parents are so cute.
they are so
They're
supportive.
so supportive. And
Yep.
Kendra,
Yeah, they're
like
amazing.
your whole family.
I'm so blessed. So
I
blessed.
I get envious of like how genuinely supportive, not like to talk ill about my family,
Sure.
but we just have different dynamics.
Yeah, sure.
And like there is just like this like they are so fucking proud of you.
Beyond.
And I know that my family's very proud of me as well. But
Beyond.
there is something very special about like the love of like your family and your siblings.
They're
And
incredible.
you and Kendra singing together in
Yeah.
the car and like there's just something so wholesome about your family, like when they're at shows.
Yeah,
and
they
like
love it.
like she cries and watches
Oh,
you
yeah.
and your mom and
Yeah.
like they're all such wonderful
It's
people.
beautiful. They
So
love it.
did you, when you came out like in high school, were you bullied? Like what was the reaction? Like what was
I was bullied, but I don't think that I was kind of lucky where I like again had a really safe like theater like department in
Yeah.
high school, so I always did have somewhere to like run back to if I didn't feel like safe or anything. But I would say that Peabody school systems was very safe, and I wasn't really like attacked. I wasn't ever physically assaulted.
Yeah.
But I certainly was like called names, and especially through like middle school was really rough.
Yeah, middle school was rough.
Middle
for me,
school was
too.
a lot more rough than high school was. For
Yeah.
sure. High school felt a little more safe because
That's
I
good.
had teachers like Richard Carey, and I just think every school should have a Richard Carey.
You know, we're not voting for Kamala. We're
I know.
voting for
Richard Carey.
I'm writing him in.
Seriously,
I'm writing him in.
seriously.
No, vote. Everyone vote.
Yeah, vote.
Let's turn to the camera and say register to vote. 1, 2, 3.
Register to vote.
Thank you.
Yeah, and when I was in high school, we used to watch like Divine, like on the like side of our auditorium.
Yeah.
So I just
That's
like,
why you're a
I
filthy,
fell in love with Divine.
creepy.
Like I love that horror underground aspect of like drag.
So
love it.
tell me, like, when did you start? Did you like have a boyfriend? Like, when did you start seeing people? Because you've had, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think every gay boy doesn't really know where to start, so they take to like online a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah, and I was frequenting chatting with like people on the internet, which
Okay.
is very unsafe and you shouldn't be doing, especially when you're under the age. But when you're
But at that point, you don't know who to
13
talk
and you have
to.
no idea what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to my parents to figure out how I was feeling. So I was
Yeah.
taken to the internet, and I never did anything weird. I never went and made myself feel like uncomfortable or did anything with anyone that like I regret.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I can't say the same.
Okay.
My parents saw my internet browsing history.
Oh boy, I'm sure my parents probably
Ooh.
did too, but we're not going to
Ooh.
talk about it, and we're certainly not going to talk about it
on the
after
pod.
this.
Yeah. My friend, do you know my friend Brittany?
Yes.
I remember one time Brittany was over. We were like 12, and Brittany's like, they can see. I just saw your Google search history,
Jesus.
and she's like, your parents can see that, and I was like, oh, delete,
Yeah.
delete.
Throw my computer in the fireplace.
Yeah, it's like torch it. Shh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because at the time too, like we had a family desktop computer.
Yeah,
and then
me
we
too.
had like a laptop. So
Oh my
yeah,
god.
times were so weird back then.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even go online and buy like a good synthetic wig. Amazon didn't like exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And if it did, like it wasn't anything good.
Amazon
so.
was different when
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
younger.
there
I
was-
used to buy like used video games off of
Yeah,
Amazon
sure.
when I was a
and
kid.
now we're buying wigs and
Now we're buying
drag.
everything on Amazon. These nails are Amazon.
Sure.
This hair is Amazon. Wait, so who did this hair? Because
That-
I wear a lot of Maxine's hair for the podcast because she is my drag daughter and she owes me everything that she
right.
has.
So all my good hair.
Yeah.
That hair James Mansfield did. That was
Ah.
I love that hair. That was a recreation of the one Trixie Mattel wore on the pit stop.
Okay.
For this
And
season.
who's your hair?
This hair is made by Memphis Divine.
Oh.
They're from Pennsylvania. I have a couple units from them. I love their hair.
Yeah, it's crazy how this oh my god, what is it? The tinsel matches the reflect
My tinsel.
Your tinsel. You took to the internet.
Mm-hmm.
You took. Did you
Like
ever? Did you have a boyfriend in high school at all?
I did. Yeah, I did. I had a couple different boyfriends.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you have lots of girlfriends in middle school?
I certainly had a lot of girlfriends.
So many girlfriends.
I kissed a lot of girls.
I had so many girlfriends in middle school. People still come up to me who like knew me in middle school and be like, "You were a whore."
Oh, with the girls?
Yeah.
With the girls?
Yeah. I had so many girlfriends. I had like a new one every 2-3 weeks.
That's too funny.
And my first girlfriend, Sarah Harding, over at Hello Ground,
Yes,
our bartender over there. She was my first girlfriend.
That's so
I
funny.
bought her a teddy bear one time.
You've told me this before.
Yeah. Like went to her locker and was like, I like
totally.
you.
Oh no, I've gotten my girlfriends like Valentine's Day gifts. Like
Aw.
absolutely. I'm a sweetheart.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I definitely did have boyfriends from the area.
My first boyfriend was sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
Was my first boyfriend.
Mine was probably freshman year.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
so lost when I was in high school. I was so different.
We all were. It's weird. It's a weird time.
It's so weird. So I have a very unique situation where like I wasn't out yet, like, but I did come out when I was 13.
Okay.
But like I wasn't out yet, but it was weird if you weren't gay at my school because everyone was gay.
That's so interesting.
And like I had this guy I'll never forget. Like the second day I was there at orientation, they were like, I was like, oh, I'm straight. They were like, pfft, gay by May.
No.
And like so mean. And like I don't want to name drop him, but like
so true.
So like so rude.
Yeah.
So true.
I know.
Also-
No, I know.
Also like allow people to like
yeah.
feel
You're
comfortable
right,
with
you're right.
themselves. Like
No,
it was
you're
like
right.
really
You're
rude. And I will never forget. I know exactly who it was. I know exactly it was on a little shuttle bus from the campus to the mall.
Yeah.
And I was so
Traumatized.
embarrassed.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. For sure.
traumatized. And like then like I came out like 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
that.
So he knew.
Yeah. I mean I always knew.
Sure.
but,
I
like,
mean, we all kind of do.
did you have a crush? Who's your first crush? Like celebrity
Carrie
crush?
Underwood?
No, but like gay male crush. Like,
Carrie Underwood.
Shut before he cheats.
I grew up watching American Idol, so like Carrie Underwood and like Kelly Pickler, like those two were like those were my girls.
I loved Eva Longoria from Desperate
Oh
Housewives.
my god.
How gay of a crush
It
is that?
It is. That's too funny.
How gay. I'd
That's
be
too
like,
funny.
I love Eva Longoria. She's the best.
A lot of my crushes, like when I had them back in the day, were not the way that they are now. So I'm not gonna name who they are and like what they.
Oh yeah, you cannot talk about certain
No,
things.
we're certainly not. We're certainly not.
You okay? I want to turn to the camera and be real. Maxine Harrison.
Watch your tone.
Is unhinged. You think you know who she is, and she presents this cute, sweet. No, she's fucking nuts, bro. And she says something sometimes where I'm like, if only there was a camera rolling. You know what's funny?
I'm
It's
glad
like,
there isn't always.
I know. Well, maybe that's why you get so nervous when you're in front of a camera.
True, maybe, right?
Because you say
I don't have a filter.
You don't have it. You would say some unhinged.
Yeah, no, I
shit.
know. But sometimes it's just like get a reaction. Like I don't even.
No, you do it to poke people.
Yeah, like
I
don't
really like it.
I don't even like mean some of the stuff that I say, and I am truly like I know. All right, here we go. Bring in the therapist. Come on in. I do like some things I just do to like get a rise, I guess, and like get a little giggle because I know it's just gonna like
yeah, like
jar the room.
When after I finish, girls just want to have fun at my brunch. Maxine goes, "It's so sad that Cyndi Lauper died."
That's how silent it was
In
the room.
the room, literally was like. And once I literally hear someone, she died.
I know, and everyone's on their
Starts
phone.
like, and like I was like,
And I'm
Cyndi,
really like-
and like she knows Cyndi Lauper didn't die. She just wanted to say that to see everybody be like,
like buttholes clenching in their chairs. Mine was too because it didn't go over well.
no, it was really funny. I thought it was really funny.
I'll try it again.
No,
Maybe
it
it's just the audience.
It was just. It might have been just the audience. Like if you did it at a nighttime
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
like. But the best part was just like I was like, Cyndi Lauper's not dead. I love that.
And then I just like get up and leave.
And then so people write in my shower. I have like shower crayons, and like I have my friends write in my shower like notes and stuff. And like the other day I was looking, I was like, someone drew a tombstone with CL on it, and I was like, what? And like my friend that was like, what does that mean? I was like, I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know who did that. And then you were like, how's Cyndi Lauper's grave doing?
She's
And I
still
was
there.
like, shut up. It was a reference,
That
a
is too funny,
self-reference.
yeah.
So we're going to our busiest season. This
sure
is
are.
spooky season.
Yeah,
Tell
I'm
me your
excited.
favorite horror icon. Like, you got a lot of them. You got, like, you can't see them, but she's got all these spooky tattoos all over her body.
I know, I'm, like, covered. And, like, I didn't want to wear the boobs today because I, like, did want some of my tattoos out. But
No.
we needed them out.
We needed to
wear them. But, yeah, I love tattoos and body mortifications.
Body mortifications.
Oh my God, a horror icon. That's so funny you ask because like we're doing horror icons in a couple weeks.
Yeah, who are you doing?
My first I was gonna do Divine from Pink Flamingos.
Okay.
And I know she's not
exactly horror.
She's not like exactly horror, but I'm also hosting the show, so I get to do what I want, and I really want to do Divine from Pink Flamingos.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that night. I'm thinking of like.
Do you have a favorite horror? Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite
really
horror
good.
franchise then? Like It, like Pennywise then?
Yeah, I really like Psycho.
You
like
love
some
Scream,
of
I know
Alfred
that.
Hitchcock's like earlier films.
Uh-huh.
Scream, I really love.
Yeah, you love
I have
Scream.
a Scream tattoo somewhere on me.
Yeah. I mean, we've done
Titanic.
This is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean. Do you like The Shining? You know?
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, of course. I don't know why I'm like blanking on like literally every horror movie like I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
You love horror.
I love
movies.
horror.
That's
No,
the
I love.
thing.
That's why I'm just like everything. I'm like, you know that SpongeBob episode where like everything's on fire.
What's his
That's
name?
That's like what's going on.
The
in my
name,
head
the
right
name.
now. Like, horror movie. What horror movie?
So it's spooky season
Sure
in
is.
Salem. We are going into the craziest parts. So tell me, like, who's your favorite horror, like, movie icon, anything like that? Do you have some ones that you love?
I love the Halloween franchise.
Okay.
Of course. I love. Have you seen Smile yet?
No, I haven't seen
Smile
it yet.
2 is coming out in a couple weeks.
I've seen the commercials. Yeah, is it good? Stop smiling at me like that.
Yeah. Smile's good, and I
Okay.
think the second one will be really good.
Okay.
I've been seeing a lot of horror movies lately. Long Legs was
It was
good.
okay.
Yeah,
It was okay.
It probably wasn't my favorite.
Oh my God, Alien Romulus
Oh
was so
my God.
goddamn good.
That actually was probably my favorite movie I've seen in like a really long time.
Favorite scary movie.
So
Favorite
good.
like actually
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah.
I love X a lot.
Me too.
I love
of
X
course.
so much.
We're
We're doing
next
the
week,
shadow
actually.
cast
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
But like I love those. I love that
Mhm.
franchise. Pearl's so great.
Would you consider Elvira to be horror?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you love Elvira.
I love Elvira. Yeah. How's your head? Haven't got any
Mm.
complaints. No, I love Elvira. Do you have like do you have a show that you're looking forward to in October? We have so much shit going on.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing a couple things myself. So I'm doing Maxine's Monster Mash in a couple weeks, which I'm
Okay.
really excited for. I never usually get to produce my own shows like in town. We're usually doing it all together.
Yeah.
So this one I get to kind of do by myself, which is really exciting.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm excited for X. That's going to be really cool.
So we are doing a shadow cast, which means we act out movies in front of a whole screen.
Mhm.
And like movie X, it's a really great movie. There's like only 7 characters. It's all pretty much in one central location. So it's perfect for the stage.
great.
Like it translates perfect to the stage. And everyone is so great. You're so great as
I
your
love it.
character.
I
Like
love it.
everyone is very well cast, if
Yep.
I do say so myself.
Yeah. Mhm.
And yeah, it's going to be a wonderful production.
can't
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Kelly.
Kelly.
Shoes.
Oh my God.
She's coming here. If you guys know Kelly Shoes, like the internet viral video, she is coming here. She's our special guest, October 26th. And I think this comes out like right before that.
Cheers.
Shoes. Oh my God.
Cheers.
Shoes.
And I get to pick her up at the airport.
Yeah, you get to
And
pick her
I'm
up
like kind of beside myself.
Oh my God, that's
like,
going to be so good.
Kelly Shoes is going to be
It's
in
going to
my
be
car.
Liam Sullivan. Like, you're going to be like, hi, Liam.
I'm
Andor Kelly."
going to hold a little sign.
Yeah. Make
Shoes.
It. Yeah. Shoes. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
Shoes. I love it. I love it.
What are you most excited for?
Yeah, I think the shadow cast,
Yeah.
just because there's so much work that
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
into
yeah,
it, and it's
sure.
like a full-on production. Like it's an hour and a half,
It's a lot,
45-minute
it's a lot of
movie,
work.
so it's a lot of work. And I'm excited for some of the looks that I have
Mhm,
coming. I have
me
some really cool looks.
too,
I have
me
a
too.
really awesome Elvira look, but I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
It's not your typical one. I'm very excited. And what else? So tell me let's end. We're gonna end the podcast
Okay.
pretty much, but tell me a scary story.
A scary story.
Yeah, like something scary that's happened to you.
I have a good scary story.
Okay.
I used to actually. It's why I got a planchette on my hand because I used to frequently use like a Ouija board when I was
used
a kid.
to frequently use a Ouija
You
board as a
did.
kid
You
too.
did. Yeah. And I
yeah.
like swear to God, like there were experiences that I had that like are totally unexplainable. Like I literally can't even explain like how the things happened that happened. I I used to use it in one of my friend's house. That she had like fairies hanging from her ceiling, and we asked the Ouija board to move something in the room, and at the same time, all of them, there were like 8 of them on the ceiling, all started moving. It was the craziest thing.
That's scary. One time Brittany and I were using it, and I remember all my blinds went down.
I have chills.
It was really, really scary. And I don't know, we might have been kids. I might like remember it differently or like who knows. But I remember I have that memory in my core of like using the Ouija board and then all the blinds like went all freaky. Down. Like, and it was so scary. My house was like over 100 years old or something. So it was a creepy house.
Yeah. I like can't explain any of that stuff, but it's wild.
We also have the Haunted Happenings Parade, which is going to be so fun. It's always my favorite night in Salem. It really is one of the best nights of the year. That and the Pride Parade.
We've been doing it for years too, so I'm very excited.
Okay.
I mean, this comes out after the parade, so we're doing Alice in Wonderland as our theme.
Yeah, I have such a good look.
I do
so
too.
Excited. Yes. So my friend, we had talked everything. We talked drag. We talked queerness. We talked horror. We talked Salem. We talked everything. Tell me, what is the gayest thing about? What is the thing that's like? I ask this to every guest. Like, what's the thing that makes you like, like what's so gay about you?
I can say the alphabet backwards in 4 seconds, and I think that's pretty gay.
Go.
ZYXWVUTSRQPONLMKJHGFEDCBA. That was 4 seconds.
So gay.
That was probably 3 seconds.
Yeah. We'll time it. I love you so much.
I love you so much. Thank you for literally allowing me to finally do this with you.
I know. I wanted. I just you got to pace them out. You got to pace them out.
Of course. And for Halloween, it's perfect.
Exactly. It's perfect. I love you so much.
I love you too.
We have such a crazy day today. So this is just step 1 of 3 that we have to do in drag. We have so much to do today.
Time to go change and do it all over again.
Yes. You are like the light of my life. You are such a wonderful human being. You make so many people so happy and special, and I hope you understand how important you are in this world and to so many people. Like you got to understand like your worth and your like. I know sometimes I know you don't want to hear this at all.
It's not that I don't want to hear it. It's just hard for me to like believe that it's all like happening like the way it is. Because like, it's beyond me.
You're amazing. You're amazing, and you work so fucking hard. So I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for being a wonderful guest on my podcast.
Thank you for everything that we get to do together and all the opportunities that you give me.
Anytime.
And I love you. I love getting to work with you.
Well, that was episode 7 of Yas Talk with my special guest, Maxine Harrison. Please comment, like, subscribe. Make sure to support Peabody TV. We love Peabody TV and Randall, our producer over at Peabody TV, who amplifies queer voices, and it's so special. So I hope that you enjoy your spoopy season, and we will see you on the next one.
See you around Salem.